if you want to answer. So I'm Robert Bowling. I'm the creative strategist for Modern Warfare 2, and I'm sitting here with my friend.
I'm Joel Emsley, lead character. Because we're going to go through some tactics and stuff just to lay down some ground, some basic knowledge of what we've added to the game. And one thing we might be talking about a lot would be care packages, riot shields. You know, care packages, it's a kill streak that you get after 3 kills, and you can puff smoke on a point. 4 kills, sorry.
Yeah.
4 kills, and you puff smoke, you drop in a package, you can get death streaks or kill streaks from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the coolest thing about care packages. It really allows you, if you're a player who will never get to 11 kills or 15 kill streak, then it really allows you and other players to experience stuff you may never see before. You know, experience the chance to control the AC-130 or control Predator missile, and then plus it just, you never know what to expect from a game. Like, you have kill streaks coming in that you would never expect to see in a normal match. It's a really cool addition to the game.
Yeah, it's a great mixed bag, and swinging the gameplay back and forth and really changing the balance of power once in a while.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to jump right in. You'll see some of that in action, and we'll explain it more in depth. But this first map we're going to look at is called High Rise. You see it here. Do a fly around of it.
It really is a brand new style of Call of Duty map for us for Modern Warfare 2. It's up high. You can actually fall off all these catwalks. You can go around these catwalks and jump around, kind of parkour style, get up to some really cool sniper positions.
Oh yeah, I mean that's my favorite part about High Rise, and the level design philosophy in general for Modern Warfare 2 is there's a lot of vertical gameplay. There's a lot of areas that you can get a good sniper position, like Joel said, or cover a dom point, or capture the flag point. So you really have to look everywhere. It's not just guys on your playing field. There might be a guy up on that scaffolding or a guy on the helipad. You have to check every corner, every angle. It really adds a whole new dynamic to the multiplayer.
Coming underneath the Kriegler. Kriegler's our art director. You're going to see his name all over the place. Just have fun with that. But looking at this map, we're scooping into Charlie. So make note that there's a skylight above. So the whole point of some of these kill streaks we get, like Predator drones, being able to fly in a guided missile down on this point, you need to be in cover as the opposing team fighting against it. If you're using it, you're going to want to wire guide or guide these things through these windows and try to get into these positions. There's a great spot that we'll see in a second that you can take refuge in underneath the map. There's a long tunnel that goes from one end to the other, and you kind of take cover. Here it is.
Yeah, here it is. This allows you to traverse the entire map without ever exposing yourself to sniper fire or all the firefight that's going up above you. It's really great because it cuts all the way from one office building to the other, and you can actually come up underneath the helipad in the center. This staircase goes up straight to B point. So if you're playing Dom, B will be right here. And this is by far the hardest position to take. I mean, if you play Call of Duty 4 a lot, you know B is always that one that everybody's fighting for constantly throughout the entire match. Because this one, I mean, there's so many ways to get to it, so many angles to shoot it from. It's completely open to kill streak reward fire.
Yeah, I mean, one thing when you're trying to do a domination map, you definitely want to, especially in this game, this time around, with all the stuff that we've added, you really want to lay down a perimeter around those points and set up for it. So you don't want to just run into the flag and sit on it. You want to have all your buddies with you, watching the angles, covering the perimeter, making sure you got a secure area, and then go in for the grab.
Yeah, when you're fighting through this office, like you see all this debris and the windows and all that stuff. When you're fighting through this area, it's always memorable. I mean, the environment's so dynamic. Like, copiers are exploding, papers flying through the air. Your visibility changes based on that. I mean, you really have to use the dynamic environment to your advantage when you're fighting through here. I mean, right now you're looking at Alpha Point. That coffee shop in the back is a great place to use as a cover point. You also see up above here, this catwalk is great to cover. If you're SMG, assault rifle, cover Alpha from there. You can also get up there with a sniper rifle, cover Bravo, cover Charlie, all from that position.
Bring one of the new pieces of equipment we've added to the game, tactical insertion, up to these high points. Takes a long time to get to these spots. Bring tactical insertion with you. You can throw down a flare, and when you die, you respawn right where you left that flare. It's a great way to secure your spot after you've worked so hard to get up there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is how you actually get over there. You jump from the helipad to these beams from the crane, jump over that to where the big propane tank is, then run across the beams to get up to that high point.
Propane tanks, dangerous.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
very, very volatile environment here. You want to watch out for things like propane tanks, red barrels, stuff like that. Everything's very explosive and treacherous in here. So be really careful if you're running along there. I like to take that spot we just saw. People like to hide up there all the time. I love to shoot that propane tank and blow them up with it.
Yeah, situational awareness is everything in multiplayer. So even before something like that explodes, you're going to know. You have to listen to audio and visual cues. It's going to hiss.
Noise.
You're going to see a visual haze, just like anytime you're looking through gas or high heat. And if you hear that sound, if you know it's about to explode, you need to get out of there. You know, displace, get to a new cover point, because that thing's going to blow up. And if that blows up, you're gone. You're off the map.
You're going off the high rise. Here's the helipad, great vantage point in the middle. But be sure, like we're saying, the environment's treacherous. Sweep out these barrels if you're going to post up there, and get rid of this volatile stuff so that your enemies can use that against you. So it's in your best interest to clear them out when you take that center point.
Definitely. I mean, this is a great overview of the map, and this is a view you're going to get if you're up in the AC-130, if you're patrolling a Predator missile, any of those. You see how there's skylights, as Joel pointed out, above the key point, so you're not completely, covered when you're down there trying to cap an area.
So we're going to run right into some high-rise gameplay, and you guys can see we might make fun of the players real quick. There's not experienced guys in here just kind of showing and running through and doing their stuff, so they're doing good things and bad things. We'll point it out.
Awesome. So this guy's looks like he's trying to defend Charlie position.
Didn't secure the perimeter, just went in for it, didn't watch it. Got to check your angles.
So this guy's taking over Bravo, running off now, getting flanked from the side.
Some good buddy system work right here.
Yeah, so he's
there we go.
This is perfect. This is what you need to do. I mean, especially with a sentry gun, they're so vulnerable to, say, a melee attack. If you get up there and you knife them, then it's gone. It's a one-hit kill with a knife. Or they can be disabled via gunfire. So you really want to get them posted at an elevated position, somewhere that's hard to get to by your enemies, that give it a chance to actually do its job.
This would be a perfect spot for a sentry gun, but instead he's running akimbo. And, we'll go into it later, but akimbo is one of those things that's awesome for close quarters, but in this case, like we're up on this catwalk, he's not really going to put a lot of really nice grouping on his enemies from that range. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's just wasting ammo. Because, akimbo is great for overpowering a guy with heavy firepower, rapid fire, getting up on him, but, I mean, at any distance like this, you're completely useless with akimbo.
Here's, I think, a
Predator missile coming down.
Taking out a sentry gun. Sentry guns are vulnerable to all that stuff. Predator drones, AC-130s, all that stuff, totally vulnerable. So you want to always think about where you're putting your sentry gun.
Keeping alpha, he's taking posts up against that drywall. I mean, that drywall is good cover, visual cover, but if somebody's coming through with FMJ, which, is comparable to Deep Impact from the previous game, but it's now an attachment in this game.
Yeah, it gives you better penetration through different surfaces, so the ballistics on your weapon will change. You can actually punch through some brick walls and stuff.
There you go. Here's that care package we were talking about. You can see how it's actually physics enabled. So it will drop wherever you put that smoke grenade. So you throw out a smoke grenade, wherever that lands, the helicopter will come, drop it down there. But as you've seen, he threw the grenade up on the helipad, but the crate's heavy. It's physics enabled. So when it hit, it actually rolled off the helipad and landed. So you have to be aware of that. Be aware of your surroundings. Because if you throw that and it lands on a roof and you can't get to it, that's a bummer.
Yeah, don't puff smoke indoors. If you are indoors, and look for a skylight. Try to find a way for that thing to get to you. Because it's very frustrating to see the possible AC-130 up high and everybody's looking at it like they want it, but you can't touch it.
Yeah, I mean, anytime somebody does that, it's just frustrating. But what I love to do is I actually use the care package as a decoy. So if guys are fighting and I throw it out and it's something good and I know they're going to come for it, like an AC-130 or a heavily armored helicopter, I want to wait. I want to let them, get their mouth watering for that kill streak. Wait till they come for it and then take them out. Take out one or two and then go out. Maybe pop a smoke grenade, go out there, then get the kill streak. You can actually share them too.
Oh, yeah, your friendlies can pick them up. It's kind of frustrating sometimes when your friendlies are a little bit too proactive about it and taking them away from you. But, it's good. As an enemy, if someone you see a crate, it will appear as just a crate. So they're a little harder for the enemy, the opposing team to find than you. Everyone on your team will actually see the icon, what's in the crate itself.
But it'll be on the mini-map for everybody. You'll see there's a crate there, but the enemy won't see what's in it until he gets up to it, and it'll say, hold X to receive Predator missile or whatever's inside of it, ammo read dump.
Yeah, bring people in and making them thinking it's something that it might be good, but they don't know, so you can sit there, post up around it, and ambush them.
Yeah, definitely. And, so anytime a care package comes in, communicate with your team. Communication, you're going to hear us say it over and over again, is the most vital part of multiplayer Modern Warfare 2.